My wife told me her most painful secret after we played a game of truth or dare. Ever since that night, I haven't been able to look at her the same way. It was supposed to be a normal, happy evening. It was the kind you laugh about the next day. A few of our friends had come over to our house. We had been through so much together. The music was playing softly. Everyone had a drink, and someone suggested we play a simple game. I didn't think it would be a problem. We were all adults looking to have fun. My wife, Emma, sat right next to me. Her laughter was soft and sweet, and it always made me feel like the luckiest man in the world. During the game, the questions were very light. People shared funny stories from when they were kids. There were silly dares like eating hot sauce, but nothing that could really hurt anyone. Then the bottle spun and landed on Emma. A friend asked with a smile, "Truth or dare?" Emma waited a moment, looking around the room before her eyes finally found mine. "Truth," she said. Then someone asked her, "What is one secret you have never told anyone?" The room got very quiet in a playful way. Everyone was waiting for a funny story, but Emma's smile went away. For a second, I saw a flash of fear in her eyes. I felt a small chill, but I tried to ignore it. She leaned in close to me. Her breath was warm against my ear as she whispered words that felt like a sharp knife. I had been with someone else. The whole world felt like it was spinning. Everyone else was still talking and laughing, but I couldn't hear them anymore. My ears were ringing and my heart was pounding against my ribs. I slowly pulled away and looked at her. She had a tiny smile on her face, acting like she had just told a little joke. But her eyes were not joking at all. I don't really remember what happened for the next few minutes. I must have pretended to laugh, so no one would notice the storm inside. Inside my soul, I was falling apart. Her whisper kept repeating in my head, "I have been with someone else." I sat there frozen, hardly able to breathe. Every time she laughed, it felt like a sting. Every time she touched my hand, it felt like a lie. I looked around our warm living room, and it all felt like a movie set that wasn't real. I was trapped in a bad dream. I wondered if it was a mean joke, or she had just dropped a bomb on our life in the middle of a game. When our friends finally left, I turned to her. My voice was shaking as I asked, "What did you mean?" Emma didn't answer right away. She started cleaning up. I stood there in the living room, waiting for her to look at me. When she finally did, her face was blank, but she would not look into my eyes. She didn't look like the person I knew. She looked like a stranger. "You weren't supposed to take that seriously," she said softly. "It was just a game." My chest felt very tight. A game? I told her that saying she had been with someone else is not a joke. I couldn't even finish my sentence. The silence between us was heavy. She sighed and sat on the couch, holding her hands together. "I didn't mean to say it like that," she whispered. "It wasn't something that happened recently. It was a long time ago." My heart sank. She wasn't saying it was a lie. She was admitting it was real. My hands were shaking so much I had to hold on to a chair. "So it is true," I said quietly. "You cheated on me." She put her head in her hands and said it was a mistake. She called it a stupid, meaningless mistake from a long time ago. She said she thought she could keep it a secret forever. She told me she never wanted me to find out this way. A cold feeling went through my whole body. The woman I loved and trusted had been hiding this from me for many years. I thought about all the nights we spent together, and all the times she seemed a little distant. I asked her who it was. My voice didn't even sound like mine. She flinched and said it didn't matter because he wasn't in our lives anymore. I got angry then. I told her it mattered to me because she had lied every single day. We shared everything. I told her not to tell me it didn't matter. Her eyes filled with tears, but I didn't feel like helping her. I just felt empty. She whispered that she was going to take it to her grave to protect us. She said she loved me, but all I could hear were those 5 words. I have been with someone else. Her words hung in the air like thick smoke I couldn't escape. She said she wanted to protect our love, but it felt like she had been hiding a sharp blade the whole time. Every memory I had of us now felt different. Everything looked like a lie. The trust we had built for years was gone in just one whisper. I didn't know if I could ever see her as my wife again. The truth was finally out now forever. I looked at her and felt nothing but a deep and heavy sadness. Our life would never be the same again. We were lost in the dark. Now we must find our way back home. I felt truly alone. I just sat there in the silence, wondering if the person I loved was ever really there at all. It is a very lonely feeling to know that your whole life was